Hi everyone, it's Diane Roberts here from scoreat4.25.blogspot.com, and I've been away a little while. Not that I've gone anywhere, but things have been hectic, probably for all of you. I've been a little under the weather as well. But I'm here tonight, and I'm very excited to let you know that I have learned about a new card challenge, or a challenge blog site, and it's called Retro Rubber Challenge Blog, and I'm just thrilled. I just ran across it because someone I know was doing something on the site, and I got very excited about it because I've recently been reorganizing all of my stamps and my old stamps and my stamps that are not Stampin' Up! Stamps, because as you all know, if you follow my blog, I am a Stampin' demonstrator, Stampin' Up! A Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. And that's mainly what I deal with. However, when I first got started with stamping, I didn't know about Stampin' Up! So I used to use other products. I haven't been using them so much, but now I'm trying to organize. I don't know what's come over me, but I've been organizing and just getting my act together. And then I see this Retro Rubber Challenge blog, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever because I want to use discontinued stamps. I love a lot of my stamps, and they're retired. And when you're a demo, you don't want to be doing things with retired stamps, because if someone likes your design, then they can be very frustrated because they can't get the stamp. So it's not fair to be showing the retro stuff unless you know you're going to a retro site. So I'm very excited. Well, anyway, the first challenge that I've come across, I'm doing this for the first challenge, is use the first stamp you ever bought. And I don't know if I can remember exactly the first stamp I ever bought, but I'm pretty sure it's this one here. Some of the stamps are already out of it, but let me show you. This stamp set is from Inkadinkado, and I remember when I bought it. As you can see it's labeled here. It says Inkadinkado, Boston, Mass. I don't even know if it's still in Boston. I think they got much bigger. I think this might have been when they were starting out, because here was the label. It was in a little plastic box. It had paper tops. They're sticking together. And actually, if you look at this rabbit, it looks very much like one of the rabbits in the baby stamp set Stampin' Up! Has currently. Well, anyway, this was one of the first stamp sets I bought. I think it was the first stamp set that I actually purchased. It was, it might have been late 70s, early 80s. No, I'm wrong. It's probably about 1985, because I'm thinking about it. When I bought this stamp set, what I used it for, and that's what I'm going to show you today, is for making little tags. In the mid-80s, I was selling things in consignment stores. At that time, I was mainly sewing products. I would sew baby items, or I also did a bridal line, and I sold padded photo albums, bridal accessories. I used to do bridal veils, blah, blah, blah. But I did a lot of country stuff, little types of sewn country articles. And so this stamp set was what I used to make my tags. So I just inked up this stamp, the two friends here, the two little country dolls, and using Pacific Point. Is that what I used? Yes, Pacific Point. Note how much imagination I used. None, because this looks like Pacific Point. Here I've taken a piece of cardstock that measures 5 by, and I scored it at 2.5. It's 5 by 2.5, and I scored it and I stamped in Pacific Point on the front of this little tag, and on the inside, well, I'm getting ink on it. What I used to do on the inside, these are the actual tags I used to make all the time. I would put a to and from on the inside of the tag, so whoever purchased it could, most of the time my items were gift items, especially baby showers, bridal showers. I used to do dolls, and so a lot of the a lot of my products were dolls, handmade dolls, and so they could do a to and from, and then I'd stick a little sticker on the back and write the price so they could peel the sticker off. And I used to use regular twine, but we have Baker's. I've got some Baker's twine here. And these stamps, I always stamped in blue, no imagination. Well, in those days, I wanted to stamp, and I had a handmade product, and so I would make handmade price tags that were little cards that the people could use on the product. So this was it. And it kind of dressed up, because in the 80s, the mid-80s, country was pretty big then. So this would be for a bigger item, like maybe a baby bib or a baby quilt. I used to do using pre-quilted fabric. I made baby quilts. So there was one, and then here's another card that I would do. This one's 2x4, scored at 2. And these were my smaller tags, and these I would usually use maybe over time these things have stuck. Okay, because this is very old. This is a very old stamp. You can still see the ink. Okay, so I think I only had one ink pad of blue in those days. It's not like today. I was a wannabe stamper back then. Oh, I just messed this one up because I have dirty hands. Let me do that little house over. This is reminiscent of the old the country crafts days. Pretty cool. So I want to say thanks to the Retro Rubber Challenge this week, because I am going to put this on the Retro Challenge because I think it's really cool. So here's, again, I'm going to clean off my hands before I wreck this, before I wreck my little tag. I don't really put price tags on things these days because I'm not selling products. I'm actually selling Stampin' Up! Items, stamps, whatever products are in the catalog. But this was so much fun to just make all my own little tags. Actually, what I can do is just use them for Christmas gifts. Might break them out for country. I haven't done these in a while. And then you just pop a little thing in. And do the to from on the inside. Very basic, of course. So there you have it. Little tags to put on products or to put on gifts at Christmas time. So that's going to be my entry into the Retro Rubber. I'll have a link to it down below in the description of my video so that you can take a peek. And I think it's going to be a real fun site, a really cool blog to visit. So thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye-bye.